You are not going to heal your hormones without these two things. So today I'm going to reveal to you exactly what they are so that you can finally stop dreading your period every month. I've been there. I've been you, where every month you're dreading your period coming, you're dreading the pain, the unpredictability of it all. Maybe you've been to doctors and they've dismissed your symptoms and you're trying to figure it out on your own, and it's overwhelming and confusing. So I'm here to say you are not alone. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what's been missing from your healing journey and have a clear step towards healing your period. Okay, let's cut right to the chase. The first thing you're going to want to focus on, so we're going to build a good foundation for healing to happen in our body, and this is rest. It is so windy. Rest. So this is going to come in 3 parts. Now, the reason I'm saying rest is because you cannot start to heal your body when your nervous system is out of whack and you're stuck in fight or flight. So we've got to build this foundation first. So the usual thing when we think about resting is our physical rest, and this is important. So this is sleeping, restful movement, alone time. All of these things are really critical. But there's also 2 other parts of rest, and that is, excuse my dog sneezing, that is spiritual rest. And so whatever that means to you, like leaning into the fact that you're not alone, leaning into what holds you, and finding rest for your spirit. So for me, that is through connecting with Jesus and like knowing that I am held and I'm loved and all of that. And then the third thing is our mental rest. So resting our nervous system essentially, because again, once you're in fight or flight even, you really can't heal physically. And so these are going to be things like meditation, yoga, deep breathing, lengthening your exhale, and in general just like moving slower through the world essentially. But it also might be things like deep cold water plunging, things like that. Just things that are going to regulate your nervous system. Now, this next thing I'm going to argue is even more important. Oh, it's like super echoey in here. And that is finding belonging in who you are, where you are, and who you're with. So relationships, essentially. And let me explain why this is important. We've all been sold this lie that we are isolated, we are separate from nature and from creation. And this is so damaging, detrimental to our identity as people in the world, and especially as women in the world. The importance of remembering who you are, where you are, who you're with, is because it brings us back to the truth of our identity. So I'm gonna just run through the relationships that I want us to be like focusing on remembering and restoring. And the first is our relationship with land, because we are not separate. People like to think we are apart. We are not, like, we're not part of nature. We are not nature ourselves, but that is a lie, and we are nature. And so remembering like our place in the world of things and of nature. It reminds me of that very old poem I'm obsessed with, and it ends in remember your place in the family of things. I think that's wild geese, I might be wrong, but anyway, the ways that you can be remembering your place in nature is through walking, and this is my primary way of remembering, like getting to know the different paths near your home, the different plants, the different trees, the different nooks and crannies, and just like restoring your position in creation and being like, this is where I am, this is where my feet are. Then restoring your relationship with your body, and this is complicated, but when you kind of know where you are in the world, you can start to turn inwards a little bit and start listening. What is my body telling me? And trusting that it is telling you good things. and things that you should pay attention to. The third relationship is your relationship with others, so with community. Because we believe this lie, we're alone, I'm alone, I have to do things on my own, I have to figure it out on my own. You need community around you to remember, okay, I'm not alone. There are other people, there are other women going through this same journey. And so maybe this conversation for you is a reminder, okay, I'm not alone. I've actually put together a Substack, so that is a community where we're going to continue this conversation. So if you want to join that, it is free. It will just end in your email, and there'll be stories told there, and if I'm ever going to do like a live thing with people all together, that will be announced there as well. So yes, remembering who you're with is so important, and remembering to be vulnerable and to open up and to learn to rely on others and accept help. The final relationship is your relationship with your creator, because we are created and we live in creation, and this is such an important remembrance, because it brings us back to the truth of who we are, who God is, who we were made to be within this family of things. And so practices that would draw you closer is like learning about who created you, learning about the way that creation was made and formed, and the way your body was created and formed, all of those beautiful things. Okay, let's just finish this, sum it up. Basically, if you are not resting, and if you are not remembering who you are, where you are, and who you're with, you don't have a strong enough foundation for healing to happen. And so we have to build these foundations first before adding anything else on top of it. So rest and remembering relationship. As I haven't introduced myself, which is so rude, I'm Kezia. I'm a medical herbalist, and I help women heal their hormones through remembering who they are in land and body. So if this conversation resonated with you, I would love you to subscribe and join in this discussion around hormones and healing. This is the pup that's been making all the noise. This channel is all about finding healing in your body as a woman and remembering who you are in creation as creation. So if that interests you, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.